After me offer Gasa, me offer me tin kan me ni age. Our Wahab ye kasa yache, papa. Ya din komo kokko mbebre na ya na so ye bre de asemo. Wakasa na Wakasa after the victory. I call him Donald Trump. Jenny Jonas ne offer. Crawford's ye as much you but as MBNC, sir. Because we're backward at the NC. Yeah, Muzuno. And on Bebe from Obia Mefi, Eden. Or maintenance of pen, or Hannah Befi. You want to about the Godson TV Global Busia from Alexis the Godson. It is the Godson's reaction. We, I'll have Farouk Naka saying. Now, US and Sensemun will be a beginning in them who are any more can some na Ghana prophets in the Bihuaka. Now I have no say why is on our book in the Japan. So for commission on fine areas how. More I must say, Enna a Obano the Berini, and a vice neighbor, and our reflection on Ghana politics, said in an do Jama, Dr. Mahmoud Baumiano, Sana Joe, Uncle Joe, Jama, Yama Ming, and a Obesa Kamala, Obesa Kamara. Opposite. I know granting and commission and fan because I didn't do in your pair. And as I say, do not as how bad yet said there, John Dramani Mahama and Saba. And I will have say, pa, the reality. My mentioning comedy, I will have Farouk Akasa. What church and sending in a woman bezo good. Cotin communina. Sending a test and echo. Baby, a nominee de Urabiano. Udi na D4 na omo nkoma ato afa ho no conference nti mbasa akoma sorry afi no mbe na ya mo mpa nti na ya bo mpa nti na de they say the Trump there the man Crawford the pen asem here ai kwakune kwadwone adwoane adwoafo nkomo no mema no de the Trump there na ni jema ho nti no aginem se de nyame kan no na bebem say and the banner side and assistant so the ones there ono ba na do sorry akonwa so a so be share se nke be ya I be seen na do ko antimi ansan nyare nyame na aka ndie ne ayeti nyame ase no ye bedi nyame mra so se Ghana mra no nhye ya ye de ya hye onyame mu ye mema ye ni beje ma ho e ma oni nye mema ho ote na machi de nyom na onya tare pa bi ahye bi oyo oba ema no nso obi do wado ni bi obi wasempa bi aka kire no obi so pa pene so ni kunu nko a de a na heda ni obi anu ti am ye committed pa bi a pene na yo oba mema de nyame mu afutuo mu nkranhye mu bibia na ye be man so a ma element me waka ba ko no say dem be too much be me too much for every day because me man na untu o mo for kra no o ma say boss that's how go to o mo for o man go ka mum be mo munya ba ko a ho ene ne ntina tell be say ke de bo nwom no unya ba ko a ya tena ho sa appetite say me na no za nwom unya ba ko a tena ho na ema ye ema futuo kura nhye a technician was here nyame a good technician I shane yama nyame yo aboma o wadwenwene te said oba bi na kasa ho na tiko dwenwene ni nyina ko Erema Alexis you go to Wahab Farouk Dr. Nimoni Watts Scientific Hospital okan area ya modu feet of December worship with the widows. Thank you.
Pay see US for Kotoaba.
Yes.
They are some one be winning.
First of all, America, and yet Necrano must start a battle for the past 3 days.
Sir,
oh yes, America started elections 3 days ago.
This year, you could jump from Anopaco numero.
There be a denium criticism. We don't want to learn what I say. Sending Tina over near Boo, be a sumber, no be near pie, no be because we answer frustration and a balloting papers in and do or can air corner. I say police in our corner, Sabi, no ada, and you who baby you grade, those kind of things. Election day, 11 o'clock, no being sa constituency being san Canada, that kind of old primitive system of electoral practices, you know. America starting elections. When they enter the election week, you know. They enter election week, you know. Yes, and no, they've started 3 days ago. Obi kwa juma or a nurse, and Obi kwa juma or a doctor. The system is working. Often ID card or electoral center or your bearded dada. Make a be electoral center for the past 3-4 days. Into congestion, who's American election and go for Sala, baby, who see a Sala, Florida, Mirafono, Cocrafono, the Juromani, any Idaho, Mones, Mid Central, Midwest for no, Sala. Either than that, even New York, you will not see the lie. Now, fast forward. United States of America, or say the world leading democracy. Fine, they have the best and they have the worst. Election. And yama a woman is simple. America, Trump, Kamala, the Oba winner no ebe the 47th United States president. I know mufia omabiduha. America started from Abraham Lincoln one time. No. America and Samonia umedi our electoral processes and omo presidents. They are the leaders of the world. Omo presidents. Mako 4 whilst they were in office.
Hey.
They were leaders, of course. They were leaders of the world. Omo presidents. A year, your friend said 4. 4 susu ewu office. And no more president Mako baby 8 or 9. Assassination attempts. Roosevelt nkwa nyabef Mako 5 times. Or Bakura to 22 5 times. And to look at a country and the history of American elections, and the history of American presidency, and where we are today. Yet, say they came from somewhere in the 1819 moment started Sanyamano. Gusu mature day after day, but not that we stand there, no. Say still there are more to be done. Now, a year the 46th president, Joe Biden. Joe Biden, A.B. Frison. Young free Jimmy Carter time ever. Nyan share the history between the Republicans and the history between the Democrats. Jimmy Carter was a Democrat. One Walter Mondale. Jimmy Carter Mondale regime only 4 years after Ford Median. Why? Because who decided one or say I will respect the rule of law. I will not throw one bullet. I will not launch one missile, and I will not throw one throw one bomb. Into one Walter Monday as Democrats. Regime, it is the regime in 1977-79. Omutumokofa Israeli Prime Minister. I am in begging. I didn't bet and Omukofa Anwar Sadat. Anwar Sadat betrasi. At that time, it wasn't Israeli Palestine. It was Israeli-Egypt war. Jimmy Carter solve a problem. And may America for bufu into to election tiano. And di Ronald Reagan, any George Bush hardliners Republican by Reagan be corn 8. All corner and a Bush a buy. Bush is also administration on it down queer. So by 4 years no. Na hardline like as Republicans have 12 years. And see Debbie. And the day Bill Clinton, to me, the best American president ever. Bill Clinton by one I'll go. Bill Clinton I'll go by American election a simple thing. And then our foreign policy and the America for hallmark going into the elections. We use foreign policy immigration law. Obama how what our baba and our mama. Third one, your tax policy. Or tax policy, no. Obama sika for etua less, na here for etua more. We answer now they call Medicaid. Because American insurance, unlike Europe, will be our welfare insurance and a automatic. We are Jumon, which we call hospital medication. Canada, most of the advanced welding in USA, except United States of America. And Timo, I would to quite say, who come baby this Marylander. So we see two. now manetu winis card beye so hianwa Baltimore for no akutu no se no aton because Medicaid bi enu ha or the betisi ene se no in the American system no uba be your foreign policy no foreign policy near de hin omo foreign policy near template at the State Department country Ghana say near no mutie law no da ho ye no more defense pact ye support defense budget ye no more technology ye support ye no more infrastructure ye support and ye no more agreement say ye embassy ebeye the West African American Embassy High Command ni atwe na da ho unti mesesa no unti nyahwe the anything that comes extra executive order say okay America and Ghana omo visa quota no from Clinton about that time near Jibe 4,500 the whole country. Clinton be appreciate and then more your friend is George Bush Baha and will be increasing and the mills or panichow. And Obama so buy also yeah they also be pejemu and only executive order president in the Beba. Name America election going into now. Would do immigration law abattoir with the foreign policy abattoir Palestine Israel. Ukraine war him fan ye kwa akoko apiska ye ko support Saudi Arabia na akoko Yemen enu ye foreign policy we via migration with the tax in the baby and san no abeka American education and then ye schools are to Columbine money ade no enti gun laws ye anasi ye ye be sign ye magan companies no produce and I individuals no and ye also why or policy na dia beto. The next thing very important to America in the elections abortion right. Trump said abortion. Kamala pro abortion. Trump said LGBTQ plus on play. Kamala were number 1 pro LGBTQ plus. Into will be to election or qua or vote for either pro-life or anti-life, or vote to either pro-migration. Trump they are to us. So to me, winning election we are obeying back the biggest deportation exercise in the history of America. Or the immigration law between two foreigner or patumano pamentumano. Because Americans in Ankasano, the rest is another United States American white in Ankasa, Omdoso, which are blacks. American 30% of the blacks, between you and I, Omontwaba, New York on two, Baltimore on two, your friends at Bronx on two, Brooklyn on two, Mount Vernon on two, Blackwater Yonkers on two, Blackwater Nina, and Sana Oko Maryland, Oko New Jersey downtown, maybe a blacks in Gulu, Omontwaba, Oko Washington DC. K Street, H Street, Honino, Omo Aba, Omo Concoto, California, the same thing.
One in the target yet.
Into on Trump on the target in a year or say America will be strong again. One, on only defend the economy. American, I saw the economy news to them, Ebeka policies in home. On an economy say Chinese products a weaken American businesses. China and the Americans trade war only do about ding and he say Chinese sell more to the United States as compared to the other way around. And the China for product in America $100 unko. Abra yesu yentimi konko juo diema. And here Trump in the position. Yentimi ma Mexico funi nyina mi because in the future no ombe citizen na omna tutia Republican the Republican stand and he say yema ho ho ne ma. Wom so mum ni pepa no yempam wom. Now back to Clinton. Clinton Al Gore regime. They had the best chance. Ne senka foreigners wa American wo mini paper. Ne senka Clinton Al Gore wo paper because Ronald Reagan eba Malkati or a cut off. So be obey between 80 up to this time yamu ya paper. Say what passport ni passport koji into the maum. So some of the people no munya amnesty under Republican when it comes to issue of voting or be vote my Republican. That's the American system. It be free Clinton any Al Gore Koyen, George Bush Senior, any your friend is saying on Dick Cheney ebayen. They didn't care about immigration. Ombetwa the Clinton year no so. But then the foreign policy or buy na no and also no. You will fight to be a SECO because I go Agor Clinton no America omugu cigarette company Paul Moore Kingsize all the American companies in omugu no because no omo pay smoking. And the two, all the guns. United States Army is the only biggest army in the Western Hemisphere. On yet on one any product. A private company na ammunitions, the ICBM, the Apache, and all the guns in this one sophisticated B-20, BB helicopter jets in a private company, and a wire consortium, no aqua machine, no ababa time or Clinton 122. Wanyana jinsu obe konto kwenti no monto weapons de dugu no yusu kakra the Cheney any George Bush Halliburton omu bae na no start say no ese ekoye fight bi o Iraq ese ekoye fight to Afghanistan and no story here that's American policy near kan ho asemi and no start to Saddam omu go on first day no ma yi ICBM kwa mako 3 Baku bia sanisia 6 point almost about $1 million. No yi tre gu ho Apache helicopter ni bia she baku $12 million, $15 million. That is Republican. And to alone kun ye na oye ne niama no the foreign policy no do di echi o make sure say America or no so the tax yi buy. George Bush free hot by ekoye no one the Cheney no. One would have expected say nanka your friend say, Yenya dia baku
Obama.
Obama to me, be biased to me, is a West Democratic president. In my view, he had a chance to continue the good work at Clinton any Agor Babayeye. To continue the good work any Clinton any Agor Babayeye. Obama did not do it. Obama did not do it. Obama, Africa, George Bush performed better on the African continent with American relations. Better than Obama. Our no better than our Kenya or Cotton and Chinese picture and then a side traditional food. Obama Kruma then or the buy one for Bibiama. Obama and shed and for Bibiama on the Joe Biden regime. Omuyena winning or be facing the strongest opposition in the Congress and the Senate. And to make sure knock on it down. And the didi moi otimi on sulusu or the time so or koye. All corner, Mrs. Clinton, you realize Americans were not prepared for a woman. And gentleman fa against Trump. Woman kasa American Democrats na the wiki Mrs. Clinton and at the end of the Pascal. Now Trump came after Obama. Obama, Trump, Pence, Mike Pence, or change the position, or starting making laws, immigration, American airports, would change, baby to say Washington, New York, Atlanta, baby Africans, under Trump, Zoom for 5 years visa, deport to Kokro Monaco, America's birthright. Grand state, more birthright. Lanka Trump at that time no propose say omucha birthright in and use the term say he will not sit down for Africans to impregnate in their country and come here and shit the babies here. Okay, I comment. Or yeah, not Jane say Udu Washington, Chinese phone one and no immigration. Some blacks nasem. Africans asem Udu New York some yibi ha terminal bi akofa so a migration bi obi a hostile one dey watch the position leading to that no emani benya one term no be and hostilities, the arrogance, the insults, and even some of Americans who say no, we can't go with the man. However, the foreign policy wanya match because only there no so pro-American. On Fenisika said what can I say? Or be President Fenisika and Ukraine war. Or be President Israeli your friend is saying Palestine. He will find a way around it. Republican Democrats there watch say we are in support. Into the American Sikabeko, the American Sikako Ukraine. So these particular elections, Joe Biden, Oja Kamala, Ubusame, did Kamala perform as a vice president? The answer is no. The answer is somehow yes, because no, ni say Kamala obeye Attorney General under your friend is Arnold Schwarzenegger. California. Obey, I know, the biggest policy any enkra no omo transgender omo pese omo change omo sexes omo change omo gender na impasa ampasa akra 13 years 14 years na wo hwe ne radio hwe television no reading yama no say ye no fe so opese oye bema any understanding any dia any wo so therefore Kamala we a law say akran maame ne papa wo ye da akran first immediate guardian no so mo ntiase a ni school teacher to me recommend it. So the kids go to their school teacher say opese oye transgender or believe in say opese oye oba opese ebema the operation the change all the sexes. Kamala AC camps in California most especially the money of United States and the state of California the hostels since see America say ni nyina ma nkran bi do na you're confused nkran do na fenunya 18 19 no wa regret onim de no ye nto mu nyina aba be dey o ma be depressed they are on drugs. This was something, one of the achievements to me. I don't like Kamala about it. But the what I would, as an African, me pese Democrat in Winnie, is the fact that Minya oho, ebi ana me ba oho, ebi am namfo for oho, ebi mu beko, ebi mu nko abusuafo ni adade.
And we muni hash a foreign policy.
What you say? Na oba be deport to woman. Wakano eno ena mame support. Either than that, with all due respect, in all reality, in terms of business and the economy, Trump can do better or has done better than Joe Biden and Kamala. In terms of administration, no, yes, Trump was rough. Kamala is liberal. Where I like and how I like is Kamala's infusion of the campaign. And then Utimi Yi, American celebrities in Etimi Grichi out in the history of the United States. Sakamala Timikofa, the Republican senators, Makumako 35, Congressman Makumako 31, Omunina began the campaigns to say the hostilities and Trump, the character and the behavior, no, and yadia omba support. In terms of popularity. And in the campaign popularity there, one of course you should think of incumbents. So incumbents need the alcohol baby at Saha or you should state apparatus until you nipa bedinechi. But then the risky and the danger aspect of it say Trump had worked out the mentality of the pro-Americans and for that matter whites and more of women also. But then I heard you saying America there and yet the popular vote. In the match, I say, woman say, nipa di a yechi me bebe.
Otu enkosire.
It might not end up anywhere. Match, I say, Beyonce Mayor campaign, our Texas. We are talking about the sensitive electoral colleges, America, which are some of them. So, what shall balance with a high technical brain and infusion of wisdom at the time? Say no. The fact says state bisano. They must not be disadvantaged in terms of decision making on the federal states of America. Therefore, Yankee State to be the Rhode Island in the East Coast, Ultra New York, Newark, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Esha between Connecticut and Boston, small island. No population could do in 3 million. But in electoral college, a bigger than most of the bigger states. Now, Yankee baby to say Boston. Massachusetts, the electoral college, a wider. Yamra, Virginia, a red state, the electoral college in Esso. Now, mid central, baby, Sebi blacks and MP, Abrofo, Equaco, Utah, Eco Missouri area holding in Anna, electoral colleges in Esso, not California.
Before say, Ojemwa, baby, Abrofo Netieno. Omo electoral college bigger because they didn't want a day they believe the decision making of America in the hands of a immigrant because over in New York for instance before the Spanish so if we are doing one man one vote it means immigrants will end up deciding for the whites. Yes sir.
Yes, until almost say the America in the minds, abrofo no mukru no. Yes, we embrace other cultures because of what immigrant citizenship no. Therefore, ebiasida, what happened between George Bush and Al Gore? Juma Al Gore, yeah, Clinton was a celebrity of a president and just like executive president. But a Juma or yeah in the regime no was done by Al Gore. One, Palestine. Any your friends Israeli Utimi Kofa your friends the Oslo Accord. Clinton, one of his highest achievement or the Yasser Arafat, first time Israel Prime Minister. I nearly know that almost signed two-state affair Yigalamia Ekukum, your friends your friends Ishaq Rabin. Share a Juma year in election. Pass almost year elections. Anna Akobase Ago contesting George Bush. Election was a done deal. Maybe election, Ago are winning. Just because a day I by announcement, and Ted Bush, George Bush, his junior brother, or a Florida governor, or Pejan and said Tampa Bay. Aha, election no ankoyi obi awia stolen verdict yan counting mistake about and no more fair what is called too close to call. Yehuni yana Virginia also so wanya malpractices. Yehuni yana your friend is Michigan almost election malpractices at yan counting Washington, Wyoming in the West Coast North tip. Almost your problem. Missouri area your problem. So what happened? What happened is any encounter for fraud. Imagine. Whilst going through that, now America white counties, almost Yatum, Memphis, them, then the Supreme Court has to decide that it took somebody who is a Democrat. They will save America in 2000 elections was nobody else than Al Gore. And Al Gore said, whether say or when you are now one when to save America and George Bush did the transfer because said now Clinton now go and go business into any braba. Clinton now go and tow weapons. Clinton now go cigarette companies. Clinton now go mining companies. In the sign tear their pass and go for about 12 years a woman tears. But let us not forget. In the history of the United States, Ghana for we are it is not true. Republicans were caught 5 times at twice back to back. Democrats were called 4 times at twice back to back. Before, no more federalist government, no more WHP, different parties. Into a bit zoom on the two. No, it is not also true because Republicans, Reagan called 2, and your first George Bush Senior ever called 1 car. Before Carter, now for the time, the Republicans are could bear 3. And it is not like that.
Nti automatic say yes you come mienu asifo mbese ne ko no obi nko bi na American inkrasesem aye ne say without any sebi any say any serious country wotimi achieve on the developmental agenda the people stay longer in power, and it is not the longer in power that you stay on, it is the usage of that power. Which are the examples? We're taking an example like Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore, who did 27 years from a school teacher, a prime minister, 800 country, from down rotten, what did he say? What say? Leave me to stay in power. The longer that I stay, I'll make mistake, I'll steal the country, but much I'll give it back to country. It is so we are Sikakrana. Obewia wate ase owi obesa de more mine no
or the do one abesa ma o mine no and no they build here. What about Mathia, the king of Malaysia ne Ghana, Malaysia ne here wo the Southeastern Asian countries na Sri Lanka better chair no na Bangladesh better chair no Indonesia better chair no any Maldives near that should be Malaysia on the bed building the tallest tower. Our Central Asia, Southeastern Asia. Now, it is not about 8-year rule. It is about the country. And say, who 8 years, what did the paper be? I see a friend party manifesto. Country buying the world, 67 years independence, Ghana. What the party manifesto? I brought your chair manifesto on finance. That time, be a no abo. Your chair manifesto on economy, the manifesto on a Greek, you know, that a girlfriend, a type of man, or no one sebi, no one bawada. How do you compile all these documents? Now be a party manifesto, MPP and DC in reference case scenario. The first thing our can the party. The second thing our can the grassroots. The third thing our can say sustaining of power. Na country need development my. Na developmental agenda na. Kosha niyama wa church. Do they understand? Now you were 67 years independent. And you are Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. And your Parliament of the Ghana na this Yemfen free just only the fourth republic of 8 governments, you know. Yenya parliament in anywhere in Africa are all lawyers. You are 65 to 66% current lawyers, active lawyers in the parliament. In the country of Ghana, on records, there's no country in the world, including United States of America, including best accountants in the world, Italians, including best mathematicians in Europe, France. Any country or chartered accountant, more than 100, including Germany. Ghana has the only country in the world our chartered accountants, more than 250 and 300, still counting. You're one of the corrupt nations in the world. It's a dime and a Ghana. Sorry?
We know and common the Jawa we are just the whole a bit you it is a knowledge, you know, is just and I anyway, no one does may understand you. Now this is the point. Brilliant, my sound straightforward. Which states in America is going to decide on more election? No, the Oberini.
Yawa New Hampshire. Capital any Nashua.
Okay.
Nashua. So be watch here. Is only American country state own tax. Okotoka one register utimi nante. O register one register wasem. One insurance and will be any problem or can ho. Into moto ni say live or die. Abrofun kwandi go ho. A smaller country out free that is the East Coast. On top of Boston, Massachusetts, Nashua, like I said, OTS Canada. Electoral College is one of the biggest red states. Now, Obaba, Virginia, and other smaller, even Delaware. Delaware.
Okay.
And Pennsylvania, East Coast, no.
Pennsylvania is a deciding state.
What I said. And the bigger states in the home stakes in high. But the smaller ones like Nashua, so to me call winning Nashua. Now call winning even Connecticut, which is also Commonwealth. All the Commonwealth states, you know, New York, but Usha, Virginia, now Babasha, Delaware, now your friend is Maryland. These are the Commonwealth states. Now Massachusetts, now Rhode Island, Nehona. Electoral colleges, we in New York, Freeman, East Coast now. Electoral colleges in your big. Now let's go to the south. Charleston, South Carolina. It's a small place. North Carolina and it's Raleigh, Hustle. But Southern South Carolina and Charleston, Hollow. Electoral college in big. And yet, it is one of the smallest states in America. What about the Central? What about the East Coast? The West Coast, you know, smaller nations. Wyoming, Seattle, electoral colleges in big. And it is what watch here. Trump, no, a concentrated. Or America will be stronger again. America will do this win. Democrats had the chance to jail Trump. Why? Because Shawoma or no year Juma. Yetimichi accountant jailing over tax fraud. Yetimichi Linko for no more White House at the time election problem by near jail. You will be a jail after no one. Trump has been indicted. Trump has been indicted since more than for multiple counts, election declaration, and then moreover tax declaration, or indictment over 21. He was due for a sentence. This man is able to use the American system, whip up the enthusiasm, whip up the support of the whites, telling America, say, somebody need to will Biden or granting amnesty was through. So therefore, now,
in the nutshell, when we need a year American election.
American elections, I would be very, very, very straight up with you. Say, don't trust American elections on the declaration day. They are the most confused country in the Western Hemisphere as the leader of Democrats. That the leader of your friend is saying democracy. Elections, you cannot predict.
Abusia Yamajo, Amako about the Godson TV Global. And you many would in Komotiawa, Amijina Pure FM, and Angel FM, and them. The Godson TV baby, I coca and the Anointed Church Bells show. So, now me the Akai was set Angel FM, Pure FM, ABM Ghana. Your program a fibia. Yeah, Edema form pim. Na me na me di animu Edema station no ma ye worship with the widows. Akai was say afina say do bio say ye ma me kuna for adoye. Nti o screen ni so a you who screen is so last year said your program ne call ye emo anwa mackerel ntoma nkosua niema bia ye de che kuna for a eye ma won so wode down ho bronya bremu no yeah na last year say your boy kunafo be bridgetri said the program no etie no say kunafo be nya nigye na awade di mu adanse di ama yenti na afin so wo mu anwa mackerel ka wakoma dia obetimi dia call Angel FM Pure FM na yene Ghana dwomtofo bebre ene asofo bebre a yaka bo mu afibia na yede anigye ne sere ye share kunafo ano no afin so gaye na obetimi abaye part of this na insurance adanse di bebre a program a afibia ye no baako afi ebra yede ye ni na mo bia de boy kunafo ma sere aba o manimu a your numbers in a good screen listen it as all frey say mo anwa macro bi e wo kuma simpotemu ba bia yemra meje ye beba anan say was a godson minkoto mo no ana mintontoma no nemum menso de mikutani monyento anwa monyento macro fanka ho na yencheme kunafo pimpim ya last year we recorded over 3,000 widows who say watches near Chibia no Mrs. Abwaje, Obu ade a oton ena odi biba ema yedema. Nti de owo bia enya de dada na ya de akunani nsomu a ode ani je be hraw na de mpagya ne adanse di abra wo no. Utume de ba ema ye kambo mu. Hye no so afi bia ye ne baako. Afi ema ne nsan ho nko. Na de da wakoma so nti a wo ye kunafo adoye no. Fatu awurade anim na fa wo mo ano efa bra na yɛka no nyinaa bom ne yɛde kohyia asɔre dɛm afi bia wɔ asɔre a yɛyɛ no wom na afi Grace Chapel Assemblies of God on the 5th of December ana yɛyɛ na nopa adwomtofo ɛba yɛ bebree yɛka bom na yɛame maame mo anya ne gye na ɔsoro awurade ahwɛ so ɛde nhyira ma yɛn adansedie ne deɛ mo a motie yɛ radio so ana motie bebree wei ɛyɛ bibi tia wa me no wodi ho nkɔmmɔ nti yɛ mo adanse no ma wonte but menim de da wakoma so awo padanse de wu fa kunafo dwumadie so na so awurade hwɛ ɛne ne nya apam na kai awurade sɛ asafo awurade kai apam a me ne kunafo wo me ye bibia me kunafo a wo na aye wo nkunu awurade nam saa yɛ so na makoma so ade fa dom me na hwɛ de ebesie ɛwɔ abrabom nipa dodo na de adanse na yɛsrɛ awurade safi onfa won so enka adansedifo no de ya wo adwumasem akontuo nkratasem ayaresem mpomuden anigye awaresem faso ekunafo hwe de faso awurade hwe na hwe de awurade beye. It's all about worship with the videos 2024 ma yi nyina yi nhia na ye mekunafo anigye na osoro ama ye anigye sanse kunani de mo esi jaso na etu no yɛsrɛ awurade sɛ won so mpagya de ohia nkwa no wo mu no na ne nsutu. Proverbs 18:21 the word of God says life and death is on the tongue, those who love it eat its fruit. Woni nkwagina tatrama so de odon wodi na ba ye kan kwaje sem kyerɛ wo sɛ awurade ma yensi wo ye. Worship with the widows 2024 we shall feed them. Neradi. Mama so ya yishra. Within the Alexis. Thank you very much. Neradi yishra. We nya fanambes no. Near dinkomo.